everyone. It's the James and Greg Show.
You know what? We just finished watching A Christmas Story live.
And we are about to go to war on each other because we have opposite opinions.
And I'm right and he's not.
I'm right.
Whatever.
I'm
Stick
right.
around.
I'm right.
Hey, it's almost Christmas time. Hope you're having a good time.
Yes, we sure did because we watched a Fox special.
Yes, this is our review and comments on A Christmas Story live.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was fantastic and magical. And what did you think, Greg?
Oh my God. My wife fell asleep. I struggled to stay awake. And it wasn't like I was not TiVoing it and could zoom through. I watched the whole thing because of you, our viewers. I watched the whole thing. Well, and I love A Christmas Story.
I've only watched the movie once in my life, so I didn't really compare it.
I didn't compare it either. But so let's do a couple things. So A Christmas Story live. It's based on A Christmas Story musical, which plays usually on Broadway for 1 month. November to December.
Oh yeah, it is a 1 month musical.
So it's one of those event musicals. Hey, it's the holidays. Let's go take the family to Broadway.
Yeah, kind of like the Rockettes.
Right. And then there's a...
maybe that'll be their next show, the Rockettes Live.
And then there's a national touring company that goes around the holidays and does different shows.
Right.
So it's not, as some viewers have said, a musical just done for television. It was based on a musical that was produced on Broadway. Mm-hmm. And there were some new songs that were put on it. Actually, one of the new songs I loved.
Oh, the Jewish song?
Yeah, the Hanukkah
Me
song.
too,
That was an amazing song. It really is. So that's what this was, and they just completely recast it and changed it up a little bit for TV.
Yeah, and I liked it so much.
I did not.
Okay, so let's talk about the characters.
I'll give you the broad note for what my issue was.
Okay,
so the movie and the story, because it's based on a series of short stories, it's a very deliberately slow kind of nostalgia piece.
Yes.
Talking about life back in the 40s and 50s, right?
Well, that'll make you fall asleep.
But that's what the story's about. Just life back then and how much simpler things were. And honestly, it's about a little boy trying to get what he wants for Christmas, and he has a very vivid imagination.
Yes, he does.
That's what the story is. Well, that combined with a very up-tempo, crazy, snazzy type of musical numbers,
which made me happy,
didn't work for me. And I think what was off-putting for me, because I've never seen the musical version of it, is it started with 15 minutes of music. It felt like a modern opera to me instead of a musical.
Right.
So, because for me, a musical, the music emphasizes an emotion or a plot point, whereas for an opera, the story is told through the music.
Yes, the story is told through the music, and that's what this was trying to do.
And that's what I felt like and it just was. I could see how it was off-putting for the people that were just used for, hey, I'm going to see A Christmas Story live with some musical numbers. And I could see where that kind of puts people back on their heels and not lead in from the very beginning.
Right.
And it felt to me it lacked some of the genuine emotion that you identify with the story and the movie. And that really, there was one moment at the very end on that last song when Matthew Broderick's walking down the street and talking about the story and how special it was, and he meets his younger version and they have a moment. That was that one tangible emotion I felt the whole thing was missing. Everything else was kind of a spectacle. And I didn't really latch on to that one moment. It's like, oh, okay.
Well, I wonder if they could have started it that way. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how to fix it for you. But I do know that those kids, those little kids, were the most talented kids I've seen in so long. They were like the Mickey Mouse Club kids. And you know what's going to happen? There's a little Britney Spears in there. There's a little Christina Aguilera in there. There's a little Justin Timberlake in there. All right there in that snow, because it was real snow in most parts. Those kids are going to be like those famous kids. Fergie was one of those kids too. So,
well, I'll tell you what I did like. What I did like about it was the production. It was fascinating. Just sit there and watch. And since I wasn't connecting with the story, it even gave me more of an opportunity to step back and just kind of watch what they were accomplishing.
Because you know that lot, Greg.
Oh yeah, I know.
So you know Warner Brothers lot. And so to see them go, wow, they took that building and they built that next door to it for them to make, when Old Man Parker made that quick change on camera
So did you watch the behind the scenes on the credits at the end?
No.
So it was fascinating. So he walked out in his like house coat and stuff, right?
Yeah.
He walked out. They put him on a gimbaled stage, so he's there still singing his thing. The stage that he's sitting on is rotating to pivot to where the big dance number stage was.
Yeah.
While stagehands were quick changing him into this tux and
love
putting
it.
his jacket on.
I love it.
So all this was happening while he was rotating, they were moving, the camera was pulling back, and then they pulled back and he walked into the outside stage that didn't look outside.
No.
I had no idea that was actually
outside,
outdoors.
built outside. And there's no room for air for that kind of
No,
thing.
but it was
And
amazing.
flawlessly, well rehearsed. Like everything was choreographed. Cameras, quick changes. Like the kids, like you could see sometimes because they're not used to working on TV. So sometimes they looked right into the camera. Did you notice that?
Oh yeah, the little boy did, especially one time.
Yeah.
I was
Not
like-
on purpose. I mean, well, probably on purpose, but
Well, it's tough.
lack of training.
You know me, like when we're doing these and I see something shiny or something loud, and I just kind of like, hey, what was that?
yeah, we're back over here.
If there's motion just in your eye line, the natural thing is you want to do is just kind of look, and you got to imagine the
Yeah.
craziness that was going on behind the camera.
Okay, let's go through each of the people. Matthew Broderick.
Matthew Broderick, he had a crap load of dialogue to remember.
He did. I was thinking that may have been on prompter, but I'm not sure.
He says he had it all memorized.
Okay, well, I would
And
have
he
asked for
stumbled,
prompter.
and he stumbled a couple of times. Just you could tell he
It
was
seemed
like,
authentic.
It seemed, but it was a couple of times he said, "Oh, my line is."
Yeah.
But I thought it was good.
He did
It was
a
interesting
lot of
how the
dialogue.
narrator, because he wasn't necessarily a passive viewer.
Mm-hmm.
He would interact with the different characters silently, like they would hand stuff off or he opened the door, stuff. So
Right.
it was a weird little kind of.
Did you like those freezes that they started each scene with?
Well, I felt like it was doing that kind of nostalgic Norman Rockwell kind of look.
I
Look,
think-
it's a painting back in the past. These are memories of mine.
I liked it.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a nice technique. But I thought he was good, and like I said, the moment I really wanted from him was at the end when he sang the slower song and had that interaction with the family. That's what I felt like I really wanted from him. But he was fine, and the little kid they got, he
Who was
could
that?
definitely be. It's over here, Andy Walken. You could see
Ralphie.
him. You could see him growing into him.
Yes,
That was fine.
you could see that. So there were 2 Saturday Night Live alumni. Maya Rudolph.
Oh, there was 3.
Who's the other one?
He played
David
the
Alan
elf.
Grier?
No, he played the elf in the
Wasn't
Senate scene.
David Alan Grier was Saturday Night Live too, wasn't he?
I thought he was in Living Color.
Oh, you might be right.
But it's the other guy that played the elf was also Saturday Night Live.
Who's that?
He's on Portlandia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his name's right here because I forgot.
I love that elf scene.
Right.
That was crazy. They were crazy elves. They were crazy elves. And David Alan Grier was good as Santa.
Yeah, he was fine.
And
But the one you were looking at is
Maya Rudolph.
Maya Rudolph.
Yes. So she couldn't sing it as well as I thought, or as I hoped, like a Broadway singer. But she acted it well. I felt her.
I just didn't feel any chemistry between her and her husband.
Yes.
And you felt like they should be a couple working together, and I
Yes.
felt like it was her just performing.
I felt she was like trying.
She was being herself.
Yes.
And I didn't even her big number of what being a mother is.
The sad one. Yeah.
I was like,
I didn't
feel any emotion. It's just like her singing the
So
song.
I watched a lot of the numbers twice, especially the big production ones.
Right.
You know, like Jane Krakowski's tap number with
Oh,
those
just
kids.
shoot your eye out, yeah.
Oh, I loved it. I'll shoot your eye out. Yeah, I'll shoot your eye out. And so I watched that twice, but that Maya Rudolph one I watched once. I was done.
I just guess I'm just not a fan. I've never really liked her in anything.
So Chris
Wasn't Jane Krakowski in Saturday Night Live or not?
No, she was in 30 Rock,
Right,
which
she was
is
in 30
kind of
Rock.
like, wasn't 30 Rock based off of Saturday Night Live?
Yes.
Okay, so that's probably what it was.
Okay. But she was great.
Anna Gasteyer was in Saturday Night Live.
Yes, she was. Well, we'll get to her because I want to.
Oh, okay, you have a lot to say about her.
But Chris Diamantopoulos,
Chris Diamantopoulos,
he was the best thing.
he was pretty darn good.
was
I couldn't
great.
keep my eye off him.
He brought energy. He was happy.
He did a
had
flip.
He had an emotional range.
He did, and he did a flip.
Yeah, he did a flip live on stage and didn't kill himself. And
And
I felt like he helped drive it through.
What did I see him in Broadway that you told me?
You saw him in Full Monty.
Full Monty.
And he was also a lead.
So I
in
seen his, you know what?
You've seen all the gifts he brings to the stage. And he was one of the leads in the early 2000s on Les Miserables.
Les Miserables.
Yeah, the miserable French thing.
I like that musical. It made me cry when I first saw it.
But he was good. He was enjoyable.
Okay, I liked him a lot, so he gets to stay.
Yeah. And I got to tell you.
Oh my God, she gets to stay for sure.
She was great.
She was so great. That song, I don't know who wrote it, but
Well, they did.
those two guys.
Uh-huh.
Wow, I love it. Yeah. Whatever it was, I just was like, I loved it. I loved the people coming in through the house. I loved the way it was staged.
And it was new for this. It wasn't in Broadway. But it was great.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, that was fantastic.
And then the kid that played Ralphie, okay, so he did okay. And believe me, I love kids, but he has the weirdest singing face.
What's a singing face?
When he was singing and hitting notes, I was like,
ooh, I hope I don't have a singing face. I'm not going to sing. I'm not going to sing.
Oh, come on, you sang on sing. But you know how you want to present? And
yeah.
But he had like the weirdest.
Well, he hasn't practiced in the mirror enough then.
I guess not. But he tried hard.
What was his little brother's name? That little tiny kid.
Randy.
He was cute. He had some really jacked up teeth. Those are going to get all cute, like when he gets braces and stuff. But he was like, with his little jacked up teeth. So cute.
And Ken Young.
Ken Jeong?
Young.
Yeah.
Christmas tree salesman, restaurant owner.
Yeah. That was funny when he cut off the duck's head.
Right. Well, so that was one of the things that they PC'd up a little bit. Because in the movie, when the waitstaff comes out, they sing with that very stereotypical
Asian accent.
Asian accents.
Yes, it's very like, I can't even do it. Like, where we wish marsh.
Yeah, you don't do the R's, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Where in this one, they come out and they knock it out of the park. You know, they're like
professional singers.
And they're
they
in
got
college.
Like super high voices and like they're all like educated. These two go to Yale.
Yeah, made me laugh. It's like,
and this one just has a great personality.
Yes.
I like that too.
It was a nice little touch. Mm-hmm. And then there was, okay, so I one thing for me to complain about, the opening number.
Complaints.
With BB Rexha, whatever the hell that was.
Yeah.
She was so auto-tuned. I felt like I could have sang that song.
Yeah, I think you're right. I didn't really enjoy that actually.
It was so modulated. I'm like, can she not hit a note? Is that what it is? And
like,
then,
who is she?
And then she is just some generic singer.
Oh.
I tried to look up credits and I'm like, I know none of these songs. Of course, I'm old, but.
Is she like, I guess she's nobody.
But then
they could have gotten somebody.
And shooting
who'd they have open Grease? She was good.
Right. And didn't Pink start one too?
No, it was a girl that looked like Pink.
Right.
That was the Grease one. It was Carley. Call Me Maybe Lady.
Carly Jensen? No, she was in it, but I don't think that was her.
I think that's her name, Carly Jensen.
Carly Rae Jensen?
Oh, yeah.
Jepsen? Jensen.
Was it Pink that started Grease is the Word?
No, I don't think so. Anyway, we'll find out. It's right here. We'll correct ourselves.
Oh, you were talking to me before we went on camera about this boy band called Pretty Much.
Pretty Much, yeah. So there were some carolers within the town that they kept cutting to, basically to cover camera moves.
Yes.
Evidently it's a band called Pretty Much.
And yeah, they were singing around like a garbage can fire and things like that. Do you even know who they are?
Pretty much, no.
Pretty much not. Well, okay.
I did a quick search on them too, and they're credited for they're a Canadian American band based in LA. And I haven't heard any of their songs.
Okay.
Maybe they go on tour with BB.
Oh gosh, pretty much. Anyway, so what else you got?
So
what grade would you give it? If you were like a teacher, like Mrs. Shields, what would you give your students? Like, what would you give this show, just on a whole? C+, just like he got on his paper?
Right.
Or
I would probably give a C to the story, to the actual enjoyment of it. Production-wise, A-. It wasn't as so super tight as Grease was. I felt Grease was
Grease was tight.
flawless.
Yeah. And I didn't love the way the girls were in Grease.
What do you mean?
Oh no, I love the girls in Grease. I didn't love the boys in Grease.
Oh, you mean as the performers?
As performers.
Right. But it just didn't engage me. I think the problem is they went for the idea of a movie that's been repeated over and over and over and over and over.
Yes.
As opposed to finding a timeless Christmas musical.
Right.
Instead of bringing a musical in and producing it new and more energetic, they brought some.
I applaud them for doing that though.
I don't mind them
because
trying.
I like the try. And you gave it just now an A- to a C.
On a production.
Well, that's pretty good for trying.
But on C for my enjoyment level, am I ever going to watch it again? No.
No, because it was live anyway, so.
Well, I would watch Grease live again just because I got such a kick out of it. This
okay.
one,
So, did you hear what the new ones are in 2018?
Well, we have
Jesus Christ Superstar
Jesus
starring
Christ
John
Superstar.
Legend. John Legend is Jesus.
I know. They just
I know my
announced that
mom's
yesterday.
happy about that. And then who else?
I don't think they've announced what their Christmas show is for Fox. They may reconsider based on this.
I heard
then
what it was.
Aaron Sorkin is going to do A Few Good Men live for NBC.
Oh, that's interesting. I would like that.
The other thing I want to hit is, okay, so we talked about the ones that were coming up.
Yeah.
So we didn't talk about the live commercial for The Greatest Showman.
I did love seeing all those stars, but I didn't understand what the Greatest Showman is from seeing that.
Right.
Other than
It was a biopic about P.T. Barnum.
yes,
Getting all these the freaks of society together to entertain the masses. And
yes, the bearded lady I saw, and I saw the hot man. I don't know what his job was, but he was hot.
Oh, who's Zac Efron?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I saw the pretty girl in the pink hair, Zendaya.
Zendaya?
That girl could sing.
Yeah.
She was the best singer out of all of them live.
So I felt like the intro singing where it was Hugh Jackman and then wasn't great.
No, it's just because they went live. You know, in a movie, they're all like.
But when Zach and the girl came together, it sounded better.
Yes.
But when the bearded lady started singing, they had her way over mic'd, and she was like stomping over everyone. I could
Too much bearded lady. More cowbell. More bearded lady.
But you know how it is. You could barely hear the rest of them
Uh-huh.
because she was way hot mic'd.
Okay.
But the actual production and knowing that courtyard like I do, and the steps and the choreography with 150 dancers.
That was pretty amazing.
And then the director got overexcited at the end. I don't know if that hot mic was supposed to be up or not. We did it! Oh my God, we did it!
I know, I heard that
And then
too.
they got to- I'm like, I don't know if that mic's supposed to be there or not.
Well, that was probably into the bearded lady's mic because hers was so sensitive.
But no, it was the director.
Yeah.
So,
Like it was
pretty
it was
funny.
good. I will go see that movie.
but here's the deal, and my concern is the music and lyrics is written by the same team that did A Christmas Story.
Right.
And I
didn't-
didn't love the music and lyrics a lot.
You did love the music and lyrics for Anna Gastar's number.
I did for that one. Because I felt like, and I could be wrong, I'll go look at the
Well,
lyrics.
it's like La La Land too. Those weren't all memorable songs. Actually, there was none. that were
Right.
memorable.
So I felt a little tempered now from being as excited as I was about it. I don't think the commercial did what it's supposed to be.
You know what? Because I'm thinking it's going to be like Moulin Rouge, The Greatest Showman, and it won't be because Moulin Rouge used songs that were from like different.
Yeah, contemporary songs.
Yeah, I like that.
And just restructure them. This is, and I can tell you a lot of the songs in here, I would swear more than half the lyrics was the same line of what they were trying to say. I want an award. And I would think half the lyrics is that character singing, I want an award. Or you're going to shoot your eye out, which is a fun song.
You'll shoot your eye out.
But I feel like half the lyrics were, you'll shoot your eye out.
Well,
And it's like, that's not a song. That's a message. You just blah, blah, blah.
okay. I would lower your grade if I was you because you're not as happy as you think you are with it. I might even lower it to a C- for you.
Okay, I give it a C minus.
Okay. I'm still going to give it my B+.
Okay. But I don't want him not to do these because I enjoy
No,
them.
just because I like the new idea.
So our producer gives it a D.
She gave it a
For
D.
the part she was awake and stayed for.
Oh, I hope you enjoy John Legend as Jesus, because I think I'm going to.
Well, if NBC will learn from the mistakes they made on Hairspray Live
Yes.
and look at some of the tricks that have been working on the
Well,
Fox
NBC has
ones.
Joseph.
Oh, right.
Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. I'm
So-
doing that too, by the way.
Yes. We'll check
In
in with them
Glendale.
as it goes.
Yes, come see it.
You're even more excited about it. If you're not excited about it, they're not excited about it.
I'm kind of nervous because I haven't done it in 20 years. 20 in 1998, yo.
So you're trying to resurrect your career?
No, I'm just trying to be the Dolly Parton to my Carrie Underwood. I'm gonna pass the torch down
Okay.
somehow.
Right.
Somehow.
I don't think I've ever seen.
It's my farewell tour, like Cher.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Joseph,
Yeah.
you've never seen me in it.
I've never seen you in it, and I've never seen the. I don't
I
think I've
think
ever
you'll
seen
love
the play.
it. It's all music. There's
It's
no talking.
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Andrew Lloyd Webber, but all the numbers are very different. Like there's a 1920s number with a Charleston. There's a country western number. There's a 60s number. There's like
So it's not like-
ponies, and, the pony and stuff. So
It's not like Phantom where there's 3 melodies and 12 songs.
no. There's stylistic things, and you dress stylistic as an Egyptian or as a
Okay.
whatever.
I'll come watch it, of course, and you should too. Anyway, that's our review. That's our rambling at the end.
Yes.
It's the end of the year. Have a great rest of your.
Yes, and tell us what you thought of A Christmas Story Live. We want your grade.
Your favorite parts, your least favorite parts, what you think it was.
Yeah.
But you know what? Have a safe New
You don't
Year's.
have to agree with grade. You can agree with me. B+.
Whatever.
Oh.
So anyway.
So subscribe.
So subscribe. And we'll be back with plenty at the beginning of the year. Thanks for sticking around.
Thank you so
We really
much.
appreciate
Happy
it.
holidays.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for watching
the
the James and Greg Show.
Hope you enjoyed this episode. You know what we need you to do now?
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yes.
And then share this, like it, and comment on each video.
Yeah, you'll see lots of special guests.
Yeah, and watch our episodes. We do recaps of your favorite shows. We have little adventures, and we have special guests.
And sometimes we're funny.
Subscribe.